Hello. Today I'm here to help you try to preserve that beautiful red sole of your Louboutins. As you know, these are incredibly expensive shoes, and one of the appeals of the shoes is the bright red bottom. However, once you wear these shoes, scuff marks usually develop immediately, and you've lost that red lacquered appearance that everyone pays for. So I think I want to show you how to do this with just some simple household items. You may have to order one of these items easily found on eBay. But to start, basically you need to get a pair of scissors, a thin Sharpie, a cotton towel, some Goo Gone, and a spray bottle that has water in it with maybe a drop of Dawn liquid soap or baby shampoo. The one item that you're probably not going to have in your house is the paint protective film. It's by 3M. You can pick this up online, usually at eBay. This, I believe, was a 12 by 36 when I started. I've taken care of a couple of pairs of my wife's shoes already with it, so I thought I'd show you how you can do this to preserve that beautiful red finish on your soles. All right, so let's get started here. We've got a new pair. This is a pair that I just did a little bit ago, but I got another pair here from my wife. So let's unbox these and get started. All right, so we've got that Louboutin Nude Pump. It's a 100mm heel, so pretty good size heel there. It's got that great red lacquered sole. You'll have these stickers on the bottom of the soles that you'll want to remove. Those usually come off with the fingernail. If there's any residue from the sticker, which there is a little bit here, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that with a small amount of Goo Gone, just to get that off before we add our paint protective film. So just a little dot of that, rub that on here, and okay, so that's gone. All right. That residue is gone. Okay, so now we want to get our paint protective film ready to go. So we've got the paper side of the film up, okay? And this sheet is going to do probably, easily probably 6 pairs of Loubies, so that's okay. My wife loves these shoes, so those will be gone pretty soon. But so basically, I've got this fine tip Sharpie here. I've got the shoes laid on the 3M film. I'm just going to trace along the perimeter of the sole only, the 4-foot sole. Nice, complete tracing of the sole. Careful not to move the shoes, so exert some downward pressure on that shoe as you trace, otherwise you will move that shoe. Okay, so you've got a nice outline of that sole there, okay? You're going to take your scissors and simply cut that out. Cut real close to the edge, just right on the edge of that tracing that you made here, because it's a very precise fit. This is 3M film was originally developed for paint protection film, paint protection on high-end sports cars. I've used it on several of mine, and it is a fantastic product. And it's an excellent treatment also for these high-end shoes. So just going to trim around these perfectly, just the outline of that sole again. Okay, we've got our sole outlined here. It's going to test fit it here, flip the shoe upside down. Looks pretty good there, almost perfect. It's a little fat on that one end, so I'm going to cut a little bit off here. We'll test fit again. I'd say that's really good there. I mean, most of the wear is going to be on the, obviously depending how you walk, but most of it's on this portion of the sole. So it's not as essential to get it to the edge, but it's nice to have it on the tip there because there can be wear there. So we've got a nice clean surface to work on. So the first thing I'm going to do is just spray this water, just to wet our working surface. Okay. Now we've got that nice and wet. I'm just going to peel off the tip of the paint protector film, exposing it there. I'm going to do my best here to line it up with the toe, right to the tip of the toe there. You want to get that whole thing covered up. All right. And now you just kind of stretch that on there the best you can. Just going to start in the middle and kind of spread it out. You got that little wetness on there, so that allows you to pick this up and move it really easily. And then you're just going to work these bubbles out just like you would if you were doing this on a car. It's basically the same type of technique that those who have worked with this type of film for their cars do on the soles of these shoes. And if you don't like how it goes, you can simply pull it up and just kind of stretch it to the other side. If it's running long on one side or what have you. So just want to make sure you get a nice, even application of this film on the sole of these very expensive shoes. All right, so I've got it on there. It's on there. It's pretty, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. Now I just have this cotton towel. And I'm just going to kind of iron any air bubbles that are out, get all that water off there. Just kind of push it, stretch it, get it to adhere to the sole. And it's just a little elbow grease here to get those bubbles out. It's a little wet too from that spray, so that kind of hinders things, but we're going to get those bubbles out. Okay, I've got a little bit more work to do on this, but you get the general idea. I've got to smooth out these bubbles here, but for the most part, that protects your factory red lacquered Louboutins as good as paint protection on any high-end sports car. So you can expect this to last, multiple wears, but again, this tape paint protective film comes off very easily with gentle traction. And you can repeat this process as needed. And that'll keep your Louboutins looking new. So hope you enjoyed the video, and if there's any questions, reach out and we'll try and answer those for you. Thanks.